Hey, so I just want to do a really fast video of this new extension roof maker that I wrote with a lot of help from my husband. And here we go. So it's under Extensions, Papercraft, Roof Maker. There's some settings here that you can use. For instance, we'll make our roof 7 inches wide. We'll make it 3.5 inches steep, and we'll leave our peak at 2.5 inches. If we want an inset, this is how much the sides tilt in from the sides. We can set that here. And if we, instead of an inset, want to use a barn style, it will use a kind of a pointy top at 2 angles on the front side of the roof. So I'll try to show a couple pictures of that. And we're going to do a normal roof. And we're going to make some dormer windows, and those dormer windows will be, let's make those, let's say 2 inches tall. And the dormer width will make them 1.2 inches wide. I'm just making up these numbers right now. And the top is going to be mostly round. If I want it a little more squared off, I can use geometric or single peak. And if I use single peak, it's just like a upside down V on the top. And that one you can flatten out a little bit. But I'm going to use mostly round. And so we're not going to have any reduction on it. There are some advanced settings up here that have to do mostly with the barn, and I'm not going to go into those right now. So with that said, we're going to come into Papercraft, Roof Maker, check our settings, and apply. And then we can close our dialog box. And here are all the pieces we need. This is the side of the dormer window. This is a decorative piece for the dormer window. This is the front structure piece of the dormer window. These blue ones here are always the decorative paper. You may want to change the color so that you have a different color on your roof, obviously, down here than you do on, say, the dormer window trim, for instance. So anyway, these are all the pieces. These are 2 side pieces, the base of the roof, the 2 sides of the roof, and again, the decorative paper cutouts that we can use. Now, in order to put the dormers in the roof, we need to do a couple very simple things. These right now are groups. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. Let's bring it to the top so we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to put on snapping here and just snap it right in place. The reason I'm doing that is I'm going to cut holes in this roof, and I want to make sure that they're in the same place for the structure and the decorative paper. So here's the hole we're going to cut into our roof that will allow our dormer to fit in. I'm going to duplicate that, so I keep it handy, and let me place it on our roof right here. I'm going to duplicate it again because I'm going to have both a hole in my decorative piece and also in my structure piece, and I want them to be in the same place. So my decorative piece has no score lines on it, so it is a path. It can be immediately with 1 copy of our hole and do a Control-Shift-minus to difference it, and that is done. Now we still have the duplicate of our dormer hole in place. This, however, is a group because it's grouped with its score lines. So eventually we're going to turn it into a path. For now, Control-Shift-G to ungroup it. Now basically do the same thing we did before. Select the whole path, select the actual structure path, do a difference, a Control-Shift-minus, and then just turn this back into a path with a Control-K. And basically we're done. This is still a group. I would probably ungroup it. I'm not going to put any windows in the back side, so I'm just going to ungroup it, and then I'm going to combine it. That way we have a single path. And right now it is ready for cutting.